Hello, beautiful people. How are all of you doing today? Chat, we have Nefer leaks, but not really. We are getting edged right now. Man, this is actually crazy. This is, like, insane. This is the first time the leaks have been this much edging. Hi, chat. How do you do? Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Chat, what the fuck, man? So, there's a few big problems, okay? Problem number one, increases attack. Wait, you guys can't fucking see. Problem number one, increases attack. That's bad. That means she's an attack scaler, not an EM scaler. Nahida is truly dead. And Bennett might be the GOAT. It's cooked as hell. Anyways, it's attack speed, Cope. True! Maybe it's attack speed. Increases attack based on EM. That would still not be good. Like, compared to being an EM scaler. Unless it's a 1-to-1 thing, which it won't be. Actually, 1-to-1 would be fine. But, yeah. Anyways. Do you see that the non-Nullcry buff 36 does not wait, what? Oh god. No, I did not see that. What the fuck is going on? Dude, what's happening right now? Oh god. Anyways, fuck, bro. Okay, anyways, big problem number two. Leaps into the air. Chat, you know what that means, right? You know what that means, right? No. No. It means no. Probably not, but still. I think it's very funny. Did you get a haircut? No. But I don't usually shower just before stream, and I did today. My hair's like slightly wet. Jahyodia. Bro, Exodia got a fucking makeover or what? What the fuck is bro yapping about? Combo time, never again. I've given up. I've given up on that shit. Yoda won't be our 8th Sucrose side grade since she's bow and not catalyst. True! Instead she's gonna be a Farazan downgrade. Thoughts? Unironically though, I think it's very possible that she has major overlap with Sucrose. Because, like, if they want to make her good for the, like, new characters, it's probably going to be an EM buffer. Or just a direct reaction buffer, but that's kind of the same thing. Or they could just make her an, like, a Farazan. Like, that's a possibility, too. Goodness. So many treasure hoarder mats. Why can't they be on the other account, man? Like, what do you mean the leyline in Natlan here is like 9 treasure hoarders? Like, why me, man? Fucking missed. Stupid Hey, we got that. Nice. Alright, next. I think we just spend resin here. Can you check if this media server thing is true? What the fuck? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, yeah. I can go adjust. Apparently the racist resonance or the DEI resonance instead of plus is just max, right? C. D. Max of this 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 should be it. So it won't change anything for this one. But on this one, it'll go down. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. Okay. I forgot to copy and I pasted something something else. Uh anyways. Is it a significant nerf? Not really. It's a slight nerf to everything that isn't I know. Practically it's a slight I know buff. Hmm. Okay. And now yeah. All these will go down a little bit. What the? All the ones that don't have I know will go down a little bit. These ones all do have I know, so oh, this one has Sarah, yeah. Okay. Alright. And now um yeah, now Karina, Candace, and Elon are all like 5% behind I know C6. At a similar level as I know C1. That's crazy. That means we're gonna update the guide. Hydro slot. Oh, wrong account. So, what color text should I use for uh, edit? I want to do some sort of red, but this is probably gonna be ugly, right? Yeah, it's kind of ugly. We want it to be a bit lighter. Uh, I guess that's a bit better. Not perfect though, but whatever. Reader or update. The Ascendant Gleam bonus. Red is a bit hard to read. I don't think this is particularly hard to read. Maybe a little bit. Maybe we should make it a bit lighter. I don't think that's easier to read, actually. What if we do, like, this instead? I like that. That's good, actually. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my god. Complementary colors. That's insane. Holy. A purplish blue. Slightly orangish yellow. It's the yeah. Okay. Ascendant bonus from non-nod try characters doesn't stack and is only calculated based on the latest character's ability usage. This means, provided you're using sucrose, there isn't a bonus from additionally using a non-nod cry character on the hydro slot. This is just enough to make Ino a bit better than the alternatives. I don't want to delete this, but I will strike through. Is there no strike through here? Edit? No. File? No. Format? Maybe? Text? Strike through. There we go. Okay. So, Farina is now at 104. And Farina with Burst with Chiloden is at 92. Candace is now at 103. Singto. Did I not put him in the... I didn't put him in the sheet. GG. Okay. I know he's in here. I forgot I had the Hydro Saboteur. Singto Q every 2 rotations. (103). And then Singto Q every rotation. 88. Mona. C4. 99. Remove this. However, the lack of a good hydro option makes Candace C6's power to be around the same as Farina due to the lack of extra damage from Farina's HP. Okay. Barbara. $98. Mona C0. 95. Kokomi. I think I had Kokomi. Or did I not include her? I might not have included her, because I figured it just wasn't worth the time. Yeah, I didn't. Because it's just the same shit as Barbara, but like plus 1%. Yeah. Okay. Things are updated now. More or less. Yeah, we can take a look at this thing. See if that lines up with what we have. Okay. So this is I know all 4 stars are C6 except it's so this is I know C6. They have it about 3% behind what I do. Which can be chalked off to just slight differences in assumptions. Venti seems a little high. I think they were in chat earlier. I don't know if they're still here. Are we assuming electro absorption on Venti? Because you won't get electro absorption. Because Hydro's higher priority and you have permanent Hydro on enemies. They have Nefer and I know in different sets and it's basically the same shit. It doesn't really matter. None of those sets give an actual relevant self-stat buff. So it's just a question of how many of the team buffs do you have? You have a 20% attack team buff and you have a like Serenade team buff, then same shit, really. Anyways. Okay, so they have Candace a lot lower than I do. Wait, Flynn's on Torch? That can't be right. The ER requirements should not be high enough to require Torch. I'm assuming electro absorption every 2 rotations, that won't work. Because you need to realize, Hydro's higher priority than Electro, and unlike Electro Charge, Lunar Charge keeps the aura on the enemy for 4 seconds when you apply Hydro. With Electro Charge, after 1.5 seconds, the aura is gone. With Lunar Charge, it stays there forever. So you're not losing your Hydro Aura. And if you're not losing your Hydro Aura, you'll never have an enemy that's affected by Electro but not Hydro. So you're cooked. You'll never infuse Electro. Maybe on the first rotation if you use Venti before I know. But then that adds a swap because you gotta use Venti, then swap to I know, then back to Venti to refresh VV. Is not ideal either. Anyways, premium Farina. That makes sense, yeah. Yalon. I have Yalon a bit higher, but I suppose it's close enough. The notation is Nefer EQ, Venti Q, I know EQ, Venti E, Flynn's combo. Yeah, so you can get it on the first rotation. The second rotation you can't, though. Because when you Venti Q, Hydro's still on the enemies. And that'll be the same for the rest of the fight. Although, I could see a world where I know Candace can get a reliable Electro Infusion. Because Candace's duration is lower. So it's possible that the Hydro could be gone from the enemies by the time you swap the Venti. But with I know, it won't work. Anyways, that makes sense. I didn't really look too much at this sort of stuff. Shilonen C0. I will say, your Shilonen rotation length and your Venti rotation length should not be the same. Because Venti's animations will be noticeably longer. So if you're doing 17 on Venti, you should do 16 on Shilonen. If you're doing 17 on Shilonen, you should do 18 on Venti. Premium Shilonen C0, you have at 89, 88%. I have a bit higher. That might be because I didn't extend rotation with Shilonen. I assumed 16, I think. Maybe not. Let me check. Yeah, I assume 16 on Chilonen. So I have similar results as you for DPR, just slight difference in optimism. Yeah. Sijuin is a lot further behind than I think she should be. Maybe not. Not a lot further behind, but a little bit, I think. Lynn's no Nefer cooked. That's very funny. 44k. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Yeah, okay. Makes sense though. Aside from the Venti stuff, I don't think anything is egregious. And even then, the Venti stuff, like, maybe you get lucky and Aino just doesn't hit the enemy that's inside the Venti burst. Who knows? Why not? Why not? The non-cry resonance doesn't stack how many characters can max out the buff? Like, none of them. Like, a few can, but, like, none of them actually will. Like, Nilo probably could, but you want to use Nilo's skill before Kokomi anyways, so you don't actually in practice. Are my builds sus? Oh. Okay. Did DI Resonance actually get nerfed, or did Leakers not test it properly? I don't know. One of the two. If Venti absorbs Electro, is he comparable to Sucrose? Yes and no. If Venti could absorb Electro and not extend rotations, he would be. But his animations are a lot slower than Sucrose's. A lot longer than Sucrose's, actually, but yeah. And it actually makes me so sad that a piece like this isn't even worth locking anymore. And Flynn's even hit in Venti Burst? Probably, yeah. What's up with the title? Homni G Cat is edging us with Nefer's kit. And this is what we've got so far. Leaps into the air and uses her polyhedral device too. Increases attack. Also, the supposed attack buff in Nefer passive, it is so Jover. So Jover, man. Do you think Sucrose will ever get fully power crept or become the Bennett of Nalcry? Sucrose can't be the Bennett of Nalcry because the thing about Bennett is that on top of being a really fucking strong character, he's also a character that feels good to play because he's a healer and that takes a bit of strain off of your team building constraints. And Sucrose isn't the healer. But do I expect her to get power crept? I don't know, honestly. Kinda not, actually. Like, I'm a believer. I think she might get power crept in Flynn's teams, though. Because I think there's a very real chance that Yehuda is like a lunar-focused Animo support. But I don't know, man. We're hoping not. If Yehuda is actually an animal bow, would the non-cry craftable already make her better than Sucrose? What? No. This is a weapon that just gives you EM and ER. Sucrose, like, this just increases the character's personal stats. Sucrose isn't good because of the damage she does. Sucrose is good because of the buffs she gives.
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for complete.
We're watching the Sevi video today? We could, yeah. Does the bow passive not give it to the whole team? Buddy. What? Yeah, this craftable weapon gives a 240 EM buff to the whole team. Nothing to see here. Of course not. Like, what do you mean, man? Do you expect Nefer to be better than Flynn's? Honestly, no, I don't. I kind of hope she's not. Because honestly, if she's better than Flynn's, I'm gonna regret having gone for Nefer on this account. So I hope she's not. Still need more. We don't want this one though. We shall go in Leia. Actually, no, these are not treasure hoarders. Maybe I go here. I don't. Maybe these are treasure hoarders. I don't know. Remember to pop the bubble. Thank you for reminding me. I will. If Llama alone is already 100k or so, then Nefer should easily be 120k. The thing is, it's not Llama alone. It's Llama with Yelan. Also, this is not the team I should be using, but whatever. Like, I don't know how good the, the Llama teams without another 5-star are. What the fuck? I don't remember this. Bro, what is this, man? What a weird ass chest. What the fuck?
Let's get started. Full throttle.
Might as well get some trees while we're here.
Rise with the sun. Incinerate.
Yup. Is Moika fun to play? She seems boring holding charge attack. Oh boy.
There's no end to this.
Wrath from the sky. Incinerate.
Got another test cell.
Fuck. I can't do it because they're too far away from each other and they die to one hit. Hmm. Okay, where do we spend the rest of our resin today? That's the real question. I don't know. Maybe we just do more ley lines. We're gonna need Mora ley lines and book ley lines. We have 4 million Mora. Hmm. I think we need books more right now. Why are you navigating towards that one when there's one right here? Fucking idiot. Stupid game, man. I guess we might as well just use our condense for this.
Get hit by a
We
lightning.
need to do 3.
Weather is not
Hmm.
bad today. Oh, full throttle. Incinerate. Burn it down.
Two.
Quick as a flash. On my mark. Rain cutter. No, my sword. Time to act. Wrath from the sky.
Oh, I'm not in the Bennett buff. GG. Not that it matters, but still. Alright. 10? Nice. You see the Columbina fan who wants Lunar Freeze to cause shatter damage? That's a good take though. That's a good take. He's right. It should. We're gonna lose 2,700 encounter points. That's crazy.
Add astro.
That's like 3 years.
Thank you for completing.
That's like 2 years. But yeah, still. Alright. Time to do the most important part of today's stream, okay? I want everyone to join me in prayer, okay? Hold your hands together. And may your words reach the heavens.
Rev the engine.
Please. Let this stupid ass fucking
Try and stop me.
loser remarkable chess. So fucking annoying cycle. Bro.
Full throttle.
Wait, can I not do this? Do I need to progress the quest to be able to interact with this? But by default, it's on the variable one, right? So I just need to, like, pass time until it rains. There we go.
Try and stop me.
Please.
Burn it down.
This realm is you ever had...
Oh. What the? I'll get data eventually, so I should do this.
This realm is...
Fuck. Man! Whatever. We'll leave it at 8. I give up. Shit sucks. I need to do this. Oh, man. 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 Chat, why am I always at 1440 when I log in to claim this? I feel like I'm always at 1440. Brightwood. Brightwood Genshin. Where the fuck do I get Brightwood? In Sumeru City? No, I don't want to go there. I can buy it. No fucking way in hell. Next to the domain.
If you ever
Go to
had
Natlan?
questions
Wait, what?
about the realm within...
Okay, I'll just open the interactive map. Whatever. Brightwood. That's not Natlan. What the fuck is bro yapping about? Nah, man, you're trying to be rude to me, or what? You just wanted me to suffer? Like, what's going on? You did not get the joke? Was the joke, haha, you're going to the wrong place? It's Brightwood like Natlan characters. Are Natlan characters bright? I don't get it. I give up? They glow? I mean, I guess. That's kind of a stretch. Where's the tree gadget? What do you mean no trees in this area? Okay, I did. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. That's Brightwood.
Running late again.
Got more Brightwood here. These are not Brightwood. Oh, these are Brightwood. I see.
Grab the end.
What the? Holy. Are the trees inside here, Brightwood? They look like they are, yeah. Holy fuck. Plus 15. Plus 9. That. Plus 12. Plus 12. Okay, we should have enough. They respawn after you collect 20 of the same kind, do they? I'm not aware of the latest wood TC findings.
If you ever have
Not up to date. Sorry. Shameful, I know. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, chat. Let's watch this. Dude, I never watch YouTube Ziox, man. This feels so jarring. God. I swear, man, this is such like class presentation vibes. It's so bad. Oh. The bloom reaction. I can't. Okay, bro is not explaining this very well. My god. Suska. Why does he speak with a period between each word? Because he edits out, like, he does like 7 takes of each sentence, and then he just takes the best section of 3 words from each take and edits them together individually. Was that a door opening sound? It was. How did you catch that? It happened right as I paused. I can't. I was like, what was that? Why does he not script it or record it normally instead? I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's a soft alpha trait. True. Bro manually recorded slowly moving his camera around. That's just... Gotta pay respect to the Gooners, true. Can't show Abyss footage? Why the fuck is so many people in the same server showing Abyss footage then? It's probably the sort of stuff that, like, they're not allowed to, but they don't enforce it. So, Nick doesn't want to do it, but, yeah. Oh my god. You know what? I don't know if he knows that the self bloom damage got buffed. Did you know? Oh my god. Stream silence sneaked in for a second there. Does this require Kokomi? No, it does not. Barbara works just fine. Thanks to the buff. Low. Bro. See, he sounds slow now. We did a little bit of yep, 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 yep. But after the yep, 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 the yap, yap, yap sounds normal, you know? Wait. Is that a new boss? Because I don't think the normal one has a name, does it? Does it have an actual fucking name? I've never seen the name when I was fighting it. What the fuck? No, I mean, he's clearly in that spot on the map. So I guess I'm just an idiot. I didn't know bro had a fucking name. It's a new location? No. No, it's this. Yeah, I didn't read Hola Waka and Gobu. I didn't know about that, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, bro, he pays his taxes. Yeah, my bad. My bad. He's he's registered with the DMV. Like, my bad. I didn't know. Like, it's not that I didn't know he had a name. I just didn't know. I didn't know like he was legally referred to as that name. I didn't know he was registered. You know. Is it? Is it amazing? How much HP does this guy even have? Like 1.2 mil or some shit? AK, 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 AK. Dude, I love when Aito gets hit right as he bursts, and then his animation starts like this. It looks so dumb, man. It's like, ooh. It's kind of like when Raiden's neck breaks when you get hit right as you burst, and she starts with like. It's really funny. Guards. Oh yeah, by the way, apparently, right? So, you guys know how you can die mid-burst animation with Arlecchino, right? Apparently, they tried to fix it by giving her 3 more iframes in one of the beta versions. but they accidentally added 3 iframes at the end instead of at the start, so it didn't fix shit. I learned about that recently. I was like, that's so funny. That's hilarious. You know, I'm gonna play some healerless Virgin teams when Loma comes out, chat. I hope you guys are ready. Wow, this gameplay is not it. Oh my god, I'm blooming. Okay. Oh my god, I'm blooming. How can he yap so much while saying so little? That's a good question. It's a talent. Mm-hmm. Suska. Excel? Okay. That's enough of that. Should we watch Sebi's video? Okay, actually, I have not seen her normal charge attack yet, by the way. I've only seen the deer one. I want to see what her normal charge attack is like. Because with Nahida, optimal gameplay includes charge attack weaving. I wonder if that'll be the case for Llama too. She throws a deer based. Do you ever wish that you didn't cover leak content so you could get access to the test servers? No. What was that? Oh my god, the burning reaction? What does it do? My goodness, that's loud. Okay, I mean, we can skip this whole thing. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yep. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, I didn't even know we got a Tulpa. We're getting Tulpa back. Oh my god. Huge. Wait a second. You start with 3 Verdant Dews? Oh, that's sick. I didn't know. I didn't know that. Is it because you carry them over through the chambers? Because that's chamber 2? Or do you just start with it? Yeah, she doesn't include clips of the start. Oh my god. Live music leaks? Isn't this the one that we already heard, though? Triple Kanky second wave is so cringe for grouping? No, it's not. You should be able to group them reliably if it's second wave. The reason why Kenki's cringe to group is because you're forced to spawn far from it. But if you get to choose where you are when they spawn, you can make sure that they start with favorable attacks. The scrub looks cringe. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, chat. I think it's just that people don't know how to do it yet. But it seems like just the inner circle is enough to knock it down. So with Hyper Bloom, you just Yelan E through all of them, and then you Nahida hold E to hit all of them, and then it just insta dies. Right? Because like you can see, the only ones that are getting launched is the inner circle. And before the outer circle hits, the shield is gone. So if you don't have Llama, you're still fine. And you could, even with Llama, you can also do it instead of Nahida hold E, you just Llama E. But it seems like if you don't knock it down in one hit, like if you don't hit the 6 cores at the same time, it regenerates some of its shield, so you need to start using the outer ones. So you need to understand how it works to make it quick. I wonder the minimum cost for Llama against Dire Crab. Would C2 Nilo start counting as 2 costs next patch, since you can get the C1 for free? I feel like it would. Wait, that actually looks pretty cool, though. Because you can probably also, like, Yelan E, go through the inner circle, but then also go through the outer circle, and then Nahida hold E to hit everything, and then it's 86k per additional hit. Right? And how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 7? We're missing 1, 2. No, it's 6. They already have Hydro, just Nahida Holdi. Really? Oh. Well, that's fucking free then. What the hell? Oh, wait. And there's a third ring. So you probably want to wait then. Wait until it spawns a third ring outside. And then you Nahida hold E from the center. Target everything. Wait, is there a... There's a limit to the amount of targets on Nahida hold E, isn't it? Isn't there? Maximum of 8 opponents. My god, I forgot about that. That's crazy. Use sack? I don't think it'll proc, because I don't think you deal damage to these things. But you probably want to manually detonate the 6 in the middle, and then hold the outside of it. Like this Llama 1 cost clear. Okay. Hyper Bloom my goat. So how do they do it? They don't try to get any additional damage. Okay. But they're making sure to proc all the additional ones they can get. Right, because it's like 100k damage when it procs. Damn, that's crazy. It's gonna be really close, right? But just barely they get it? Yeah. Nice. That's kind of cool. I like that. Bet. That's Dire? Yeah, that is Dire. So this character seems a little strong. Yeah. Are you sure they have Hydro on them initially? Because it doesn't look like they do here. On the flying stage, they do. But they don't here. I see. That makes sense. They have Hydro on them in the flying stage, but they don't have Hydro on them after. Right? Here, they have to walk into it with Syncto Orbitals to apply Hydro. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, that makes sense. Milani can still do this grab with double Dendro Burning? Probably. I don't want to look at that yet, man. Pyro will insta-kill you? But if it only hits the crab, it'll be fine, right? So... maybe Dea would be fine? Burning Aura from Grab might trigger a core, true. Does it have any resistances? No. Yeah, I don't think Sevi realized that they have innate Hydro during this phase. Alright. We can skip to Kave. Holy, my goat. Okay, why use Yelan, man? Come on. Put the Singto in the bag, Sevi! Wait, or it doesn't? Am I an idiot? I'm confused. They don't have Hydro. Why the fuck did it work here, then? Oh, I'm an idiot. It's because it's when they take... either when they get reacted with Bloom or they take Bloom damage, but it counts Lunar Bloom. Yes. It counts Lunar Bloom, so Llama's hold E just fucking instant activates them. Right, that makes sense. Oh, that's kind of cooked for Nahi to have hers, though. GG. Only Lunar Bloom. It's either Lunar Bloom or Bloom, but in order to trigger Bloom and have the cores deal Bloom damage, you need to apply 2 different elements. Whereas in order to trigger Lunar Bloom, you just need to hold E on Llama, and it hits everything. Frick constellations. I don't care. Good one. Not so sure about that one, Sebi. What the fuck are these birds, man? Holy. They've got hard candy as their neck. Like we've got blue raspberry and we've got strawberry. No, this isn't strawberry. Cherry? No, not quite. Strawberry and cream, maybe. I could see. I could see strawberry and cream. New Throat King has arrived. 07 Ziox. Okay, fine. The Throat Goat has been dethroned. Chat, I wish I could go back in time and unlevel Raiden's Burst. Because I feel like it would be so funny to have a level 100, 110, 1 Raiden. Like, that would be so funny. That would be hilarious. Will you pull for Nilo? No, I will not. Are you pulling for anyone in 6.0? I'm pulling for Flynn's on the EU account and for Llama on this one. There are situations where it can be better, but only on low ping, so it's like, yeah.
exploration and trials.
Are you gonna make an in-depth guide for Nefer? I think I will. Speaking of Nefer, I need to tweet about this. It's Jover. I wish the cropping wasn't awful, man. Whatever. Why is Genshin getting more viewership than usual when Silksong is out? It's because when they release bad games, it makes people appreciate good games. True. True and real. No, it's because people want second monitor content while they play Silksong, but they don't want to get spoiled on Silksong, so they don't want to watch Silksong content. I'm actually curious. Chat, are any of you guys playing Silksong right now? Any lurkers playing Silksong right now? There's a few. Silksong is fun to play, but not as fun to watch someone play, I see. Honestly, I don't think I'll enjoy Silksong. I think I don't want to play Silksong because I'm sure I appreciate the idea of Silksong more than the actual game. I played Hollow Knight, yeah, but I didn't finish it because it was too hard for me. And the early reaction to Silksong are suggesting that it is not going to be a pleasant experience for me. Silksong is harder, yeah. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I'm surprised to hear that from you. I've never been very good at games. Right, the reason why I'm quote-unquote good at Genshin is because Genshin's skill expression is mostly manifested through knowledge, not through execution. If what's required is learning things, I can be good at games. But if what's required is playing good, I can't. We saw that yesterday, shut up. Is that why you don't play Wu-1 now? If anything, I'd say that Wu-1's difficulty is like just right for me. People act like Wu-1's a really difficult game, but like, just because there's more things that are coming at you doesn't necessarily make it harder. Wu-1 is... I wouldn't say it's an easy game, but your dash iframes are so fucking generous in that game. They are so fucking generous. Yeah, there's a lot of attacks that you need to dash to iframe, but the actual difficulty and execution of dashing to iframe things is way easier than in a lot of other games. Like, back when I played, I actually had fun doing holograms. I wouldn't call them easy, right? That's not what I'm trying to say. But it's not so difficult that I wasn't enjoying myself. Right? When I played Elden Ring, it was difficult for me to enjoy myself past the first couple bosses because it was just too hard for me. Right? Did you beat it? No, I stopped. I stopped when I stopped enjoying myself. I had fun with the Tree Sentinel. Didn't you quit because of backseating? Backseating was not helping, but it wasn't the only reason I quit. If backseating was the only reason I quit, then I would have kept playing off stream, right? Didn't you say Elden Ring is easier than Triple Genki? The thing is that in Genshin's combat, it can actually be really difficult to not get hit, but you don't get punished for getting hit. I've never said it was easier to do a no-hit. Sorry. I've never said it was easier not to die. Right? That was a very long time ago. I don't know if I stand by that now that I'm more used to Genki attacks. But like, not getting hit by a single attack on triple Genki when your content is timed is fucking impossible, man. Unless the fight lasts 20 seconds. But like, go up against Genki without hitting them and see how long it takes until you get hit against triple Genki. You'll realize that it's a lot harder than it sounds. But the difference is that in Genshin, if you do get hit, you don't get punished at all. Whereas in Elden Ring, you get hit 3 times and you're dead. But like, not getting hit against triple Genki, I think is harder than not getting hit against any of the holograms I tried on Ula. Maybe some of the newer holograms are harder, but for what I tried, yeah. Because the thing is, when you do a perfect dodge in Wuba, it doesn't consume stamina. In Genshin, there's no such thing as a perfect dodge, so if there's a lot of incoming attacks, and if you need to dash faster than you regenerate stamina, you'll just run out of stamina and die. That's not a problem because enemies don't do enough damage to actually kill you through your healing.
Strength is one of
But just in terms of
so
avoiding enemy attacks, I actually do think Genshin is more difficult. But that's mainly just because, like, Genshin's fights have multiple enemies that aren't designed to have dodgeable attacks, right? Like, enemy attack timing in multi-enemy content in Genshin, the enemies aren't designed to have, like, it's not one attack coordinated by 2 different enemies, it's 2 different enemies doing independent attacks.
sit down and enjoy a
So it's very possible for those 2 enemies to time their attacks at a point where if you iframe the first one, you'll get hit by the second one without having the opportunity to iframe it.
wolf it down in one go.
And if you don't have a burst available when that happens, it's a guaranteed hit. But that's because the game isn't designed for you to be able to dodge all incoming hits. That's just poor game design? Not necessarily. Forced damage is not an inherently bad thing in games that are designed around
There's a lot that goes
you
into managing an orchard.
tanking damage and healing.
Weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right.
It would be bad if a game like Wuwa had mechanics like that.
You have to keep the fruit in a good mood.
Because shit in Wuwa one-shots the fuck out of you. But in Genshin, it's not a problem. Because you're intended to be tanking some of those attacks. It's like... It's like, what's more difficult? You guys know that local legend way up that's Dendro? That, like, it has a phase where you're, like, supposed to kill... I mean, we did it, like, yesterday or 2 days ago. And it has a phase where you're supposed to, like, kill a few enemies. And... the more enemies you kill, the more HP you lose. And it gives you damage. What's more difficult to stay full HP against? That boss or Triple Kenki? Triple Kenki. Or sorry, it's that boss, obviously, because you just outright can't. But what's more difficult to clear without dying? I'd say it's that boss.
My parents always say, no matter how busy life gets, you should always sit down and enjoy a proper meal when you get hungry.
Right, like...
What I like to do is stack
difficulty is dictated by what your
and wolf it down and
obstacle is,
that way I get to eat my
and by what your goal is. Genshin, compared to Wuwa, has obstacles that very much can be more difficult than Wuwa, but has a goal that is much easier to reach. It's not about beating the enemies without getting hit a single time. It's about beating the enemies without dying, but not dying is much easier.
watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right. But most importantly, you have to keep the fruit in a good mood.
Right? But, like, difficulty is not a one-dimensional thing. There's multiple factors that go into it. My personal obstacle to enjoyment in difficult games is when I struggle to reach the goal, not when the obstacle is more difficult to overcome. And but also, if the obstacle is easy, even if the goal is difficult, I can still find enjoyment in it. Right? And Wuwa is a good example of a game where the obstacle is easy, but the goal is very far out of reach, right? Like, your iframes are so generous in Wuwa that dodging any individual attack is pretty easy. But in order to clear something, you need to keep doing that for 5 fucking minutes. Right? In Elden Ring, dodging any individual attack was fucking hard as fuck for me, because the iframes are just so much less generous. And that's why I wasn't able to enjoy Elden Ring because of its difficulty, but that wasn't an issue that I had with Wuwa.
It's one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it. So, wanna train with me sometime?
And like, that's not necessarily either a good or a bad thing, it's just a different design decision. It's trying to appeal to a different crowd. Did you ever play Monster Hunter? I played a little bit, but I didn't like it that much. I think it's just because the barrier of entry to start feeling good when you're playing Monster Hunter is pretty high. Because you have so many parts of your moveset. Just learning all of them is a pain in the ass. So I didn't enjoy myself too much.
Always sit down and enjoy a proper meal when you get hungry. What I like to do is stack my plate up high, then squash it all down. Take a deep breath, and wolf it down in one go. That way, I get to eat.
But yeah, all of this fucking like sidetrack to say, while there is difficulty in WoW, it's not the sort of difficulty that prevents me from enjoying games. Right? The reason why I stopped playing WoW was not because of the difficulty. Why did you stop?
There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard.
The main thing that made me interested in WoW's combat
Making sure the
was swap cancels. And from CBT2 to live,
good mood.
they omega nerfed swap cancels. Which suggested that the direction they wanted to take with the game just did not line up with how I enjoyed it. And that paired with the frustration of all the, like, buggy shit that was in 1.0 did not improve my experience. And I didn't enjoy the game enough to keep playing.
Wanna train with me sometime?
Like, there were a lot of minor things, but the biggest thing was just the changes they made seem to indicate that their intended direction for the game's combat design what's the right word? Like branched out? No. Wait, I know the right word in French, I don't know it in English.
That goes into managing
Bifurqué
water,
in English.
feeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right. But most important,
Bifurcated?
you have to keep the fruit in a good mood.
Huh. Bifurcated from the direction I wanted to see the game's combat take. Diverged, I guess, sure. Quick Swap is still extremely rewarding. I'm sure it is, and I'm sure it's fun. But what I wanted was a game where if you don't swap versus if you swap, it's the equivalent of if you like don't burst versus if you burst in Genshin. I wanted swaps to be like an incredibly important part of the combat. Because that's the part of the combat in WoW that I enjoyed the most. It was the swap cancels. Right, the Forte mechanics to me were just kind of boring. It wasn't enough to carry a combat system and make it feel unique. Right, it was just a stack or gauge meter that you fill and then you use. It's not really a separate mechanic.
Strength is one of those things where you.
And swaps are really cool.
So, wanna train with me sometime?
But they kind of they took swabs from something that looked like it could be an integral part of the game's combat, and they made it just like something that some characters want to do and some don't give a fuck about. Right? It's kind of like if instead of Genshin having what it has right now, characters didn't have an element, and reactions were just enabled by a few special characters. Like maybe characters by default don't trigger reactions, but Hu Tao gets vaporized with hydro characters, and
Fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right.
even though that those teams would end up playing the same way,
You have to keep the fruit.
it's clearly a different like design direction, right? If something is just good on specific characters because of a specific thing that those characters do, versus if something is an integral part of the combat that a lot of different characters can capitalize on. But yeah, so all of this to say, what I wanted from Wuwa's combat just did not end up being what they wanted to do with Wuwa's combat. So I stopped playing. Like, just because it's something I wanted doesn't mean it's an inherently good thing or that they would have needed to do it. But it is going to dictate whether I want to play the game or not. Would you ever return to ZZZ? It's very quick swap based nowadays. I don't know. The biggest problem I have with ZZZ is that it honestly has got nothing going for it that can, like, appeal to me outside of combat. The exploration in ZZZ was dog shit. The quests were awful. Like, at least with Wuwa, the exploration was way better than Genshin.
The musket is
Exploration in Wuwa was by far the best part of that game for me.
Sometimes the latter trait is far more useful.
Not anymore? Oh, GG. Well, 1.0 exploration, then. Cooked. But yeah, I don't know. The thing that pissed me off the most when I played ZZZ was that your characters could just fucking die after you swapped out of them. Like you do a swap, but it's a swap cancel, so the last character is still doing an animation, and then an enemy attack happens, but because your old character is still on the field, they just get hit and die. And that shit pissed me off, man. It really did. It was mainly Sokaku, yeah. It happens to me on the furry as well. Mostly on the furry, actually. He just kept dying, man. He kept dying after I swapped out of him, and I was so annoyed, man. I was so fucking annoyed. He's still at it? I'm sure he is. Yeah. The biggest thing, though, is that, like, there was also nothing in ZZ's combat that was all that fun to me. Like, it didn't have a gimmick. That really held my attention.
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol isn't involved in regular patrol duties around Fontaine. The people we're after aren't exactly the type who just pop up on the street.
And from what I've heard, from people who kept playing after I stopped, a lot of the characters' kits have like 83,000 lines of text for possible things you do, but then what you actually do is like normal attack, use your X, swap out. Okay, half the chat is saying true, half the chat is saying not true. GG. It's the same thing with Genshin. I mean, to some extent, yes, but Genshin's combat is not dictated by character kits as much as character interactions, and that's not the case with ZZZ. The reaction system in Genshin inherently makes it something that is going to make it so teams are dictated by character interactions way more than character individual kits.
Oh, Feastos are just the best snack. They're easy to carry with you and go with so many sauces. Actually, I'm gonna go buy some. Be right back.
Pizza or pasta? I feel like maturing is when you accept that pasta beats pizza.
The musket is my favorite weapon.
Under a back chat.
Powerful and threatening. Sometimes the latter trait is far more useful.
I've returned. Ah. Pasta is just a receptacle for sauce and rice does that job way better. I don't agree with that. I half agree with the first part of your sentence, disagree with the second one. Store-bought pasta versus rice, I agree. But homemade pasta is better than rice. This is actual war. It's true. Now, rice's texture allows for it to sometimes be better than pasta, but not as a receptacle for sauce. Rice truly shines with other things. If it's just rice and sauce, it does not beat homemade pasta. Yeah, fried rice is pretty goated. Good fried rice, I think, in my opinion, beats homemade pasta. But fried rice isn't rice with sauce. So, for the purposes of being a receptacle for sauce, rice is not better than homemade pasta. Bad fried rice exists? Yeah. But you have never tried my cooking. Trust me, it exists. I've made it before.
My parents always say, no matter how busy life gets, you should always sit down and enjoy a proper meal when you get hungry. What I like to do is stack my plate up high, then squash it all down.
Alright. Yeah, let's take a look at the 6.1, so... Will exit the state after taking lunar reaction damage. Okay, man. Alright, sure. That's kind of fucked up, bro. We better get a 4-star lunar reaction damage dealer. Or like enabler in 6.1, otherwise this shit is cooked. Alright, just not possible without one of the new limited 5 stars. Like that's not okay. That's actually not okay. And we got this one, yeah. And then we got wait. Yeah, that's kinda okay. And then we'll consume HP to perform Hunt Down. Healing HP upon hitting. Wait, that's sick! That means if you dodge it, it has less HP. Wait, that's really cool. I like that. Oh, if the target already has Bond of Life, damage dealt is greatly increased. Rip Arlecchino, rip Clarent. My god. Fine. This is a Skirk boss. We need a Skirk boss on every Sitting Onslaught now. This is a Skirk boss. This is the Mawika boss. It doesn't look like a Mawika boss, but it is. Trust. Let's take a look at this. Sure. True. So true. #1 versus NA. True. He said it. He said it. He did say it. Stop saying delusional. It's true. Actually, it was true. I don't know if it's still true. Oh God. Wait. It might not be true anymore. This used to be 3 and then 2. Now it's 4. That's... What? Where the fuck did it go? Huh? I'm confused. Oh, it's because I'm fucking EU now. Right, I forgot. Okay, I'm still #1 NA. For some reason, it saved my EU account for my NA build. Okay, bro. What the fuck, man? What's wrong with you? Jesus Christ. Well, it is what it is. Do I actually care about watching this? I kind of don't. I was there. I know what's gonna happen. The September 4th incident. What is this? Okay. Wait. Check the newest league. Why? Is there something new? Story boss weapon size compared to Xiao. Okay, I don't wanna get spoiled on story boss, but who swirled Zajef's hair? What? Oh. That's a good one. Okay. Should we skip the 5 minutes of stall? Yeah. Okay. Genshin tweeted? Alright. A low roll, but that's good. Death. Elemental mastery. I'm actually a genius, bro. What the fuck? This will be crit rate. Damn. Okay. I didn't manifest it. I was trying to be nice. This is what happens when I try to be nice, man. So what's the new Genshin tweet? Genshin Impact. What the fuck? Nah, bro. What do you mean? They're like 4 years too late for this collab, I feel, but wow. This is a very funny tweet. I was gonna praise Silksong for having animations similar to Alucard's, but seeing them side by side as the same character controller, lol. I love that, by the way. And someone retweeted, "Whoa, this game is like Metroid and Castlevania." Holy shit! That's a banger tweet, by the way. Oh my god. Actual banger tweet. Oh man. Any good manga recommendations? I don't know. The things I've been reading lately have been kind of okay-ish. But nothing too crazy. I've been going through the like low chapter count Japanese villainous mangas lately. Because I've read all the high chapter count ones. So now I'm on the low chapter count ones. That are like 40 or less. I read one lately that kind of surprised me with its concept. What's it called? Formerly the disgraced daughter of a duke, or something like that. But I can't really explain why it surprised me without getting into spoiler territory. Have you read On the Way to Meet Mom? I read part of it, but it didn't, I don't know. It didn't click with me. Did you see May I Ask for One Final Thing is getting an anime? I didn't. I don't remember it very much. I read it pretty early into my villainous phase, so I don't really remember it very much. It wasn't memorable enough, I guess. Recently branched out and went through all of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Are there like only a few chapters out of that? I'm 50 chapters on ORV and I'm still not hooked. When is this getting good? If you don't enjoy it 50 chapters in, you can just drop it. Personally, I think that ORV is a fairly generic manhwa for the first, like, 90 chapters. Where it's not bad, but it's not particularly... It doesn't really do anything different. Or anything special. Until, like, around 100 chapters in. A little bit before that. So if the reason you don't like it is because you feel it's too generic, I would recommend that you keep going. But if it's just because you don't really like the vibe, you're not gonna like it, even when it does start doing things differently. Forgot the VOD sounds for YouTube videos? GG. My bad. If you want to read a short, completed manga, you can try Helena and Mr. Big Bad Wolf. What is that? It's on Webtoon. It's not ranked. GG. Helena has always found her strength through stories. When her father left and didn't come home one night, and when Arthur, her only brother, got into an accident, reading and creating stories was what kept Helena going. By a stroke of luck, she attends an autograph signing of her favorite author, Mr. Big Bad Wolf, and the two grow closer, bonding over their shared love for storybooks. The cold, reserved man with a wolf head is shrouded in mystery, but perhaps he has a gentler side only Helena can see. It's a really good story handling grief and trauma. I might give it a shot then. But more importantly, more than anything else, let's do our stall. We stare. We pound. We zilch. Okay. We bulge. Okay. Alright. Okay. It's not my fault if it's the actual word, okay? US president who served 4 terms, you can do that? only country to have a musical instrument, the harp, as its national emblem. Harp? Big name in rum. She holds a record for most #1 Billboard hits by a female rapper. 5. I don't know, man. Ancient time tracking device. Fuck, what do you call it again? It's the sun thing, right? Sundial. Was. Gas. Small lie. Dracula. Takes back as testimony. I know this word, but I forgot. Dude, why are you asking me about US presidents? Weed gummies. Edibles. Cooking grease. Lard. Ireland? Bacardi? Cardi B? I don't know. Recants, I think. Indiana. Was it FDR? Hurry in Shakespearean English. No fucking clue, man. Oh, this is cardinal directions. South, southwest, north, northeast. Something Arding. Arding? Bet. High. I didn't know that fucking word. What the hell? Well. Well! Ooh. Bro, that's 86. 88. 87. That was close. That was close. Next. Pips. Okay, we got 0. We got 9. That's probably 6 and 3. Because there's no 4s. No, it can't work like that. Gotta be like this. Like this. And like this. This. And like this. Alright. Medium. 4. I'm not certain about this one. There's no double. So, and this has to be 5, 4. The 5 is this. No. I was wrong. I'm an idiot. Oh, hello. There we go. I was a little corned on this one, but that's okay. Okay, 11, that's gotta be a 6 and a 5. 1 over these two, that's a 0 and a 1. 3 here. I feel like it has to be this. And this has to be a 1 with a 6. This has to be 6 and 4 on one of these two. Doesn't really matter which one. Then 15. Six, 3, 6, 4, 5, maybe. Got a 2 here. Could be this, maybe. I guess. Then 4. Ooh, no, it cannot be. I was wrong. Okay, chat. I think I'm an idiot. This is wrong. This is very wrong. We gotta change this whole thing. 4, no, 3. It could be 3s maybe, but that doesn't really work because this one needs to be a 4 or this one. Unless I do... No. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It has to be like this. And this. Which means this has to be 6, 4, 5. There's no 4s left. That doesn't work. Wait, am I an idiot? I am an idiot. I guess it's gotta be this somehow? No, that doesn't work either. Oh, unless? No. Chat, I think I'm an idiot. I'm struggling so much. I feel like these have to be 3s, right? So then it's probably this. Then this is 11, so it's got to be 3, 6. Which gives us 3, 1 here. Could be 3, 0. No, it kind of can't. Then this has to be 6, 4. Then this has to be 5, 4. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, fuck you. 11, 2. There we go. Okay, that wasn't ideal, but we got through. My god. That was slow as fuck. Jesus Christ. Let's do the spell check.
Wistfully. A adjective meaning full of yearning or desire tinged. Tolerable. A adjective meaning capable of being borne. Imitative. A adjective meaning marked by imitation. Goods. A noun meaning something that is good. The word see originates from Old English seon, meaning to perceive with the eyes.
What the fuck does that have?
Deodorant. A noun meaning a preparation that destroys. Stamina. A noun meaning the. Auburn. An adjective meaning of the. Strengthen. A verb meaning to make stronger. Consul. A noun meaning either of two annually elected chief magistrates of the Roman. Malevolent. A adjective meaning having, showing, or arising from intense, often vicious ill will, spite, or
Is
hatred.
it an A or an E?
Malevolent comes from Latin,
I'm not
combining
sure.
male meaning badly and vel, to wish. Malevolent. A adjective meaning having, showing,
I think
or
it's an
arising.
E. Yeah, okay.
Coppice. A noun meaning copse. Middle English copies derived from Old French and Latin means brush overgrown area.
I don't fucking know.
Boutonniere. A noun meaning a flower or bouquet worn in a buttonhole. Boutonniere is derived from the Middle French word for button, bouton. Boutonniere. A noun meaning a flower or bouquet worn in a buttonhole.
Yeah! Easy French.
Composure. A noun meaning a calmness or maquillage. A noun meaning makeup. French etymology refers to a word's origin in the French language. Maquillage. A noun meaning makeup. French etymology refers to a word's origin in the French language. Maquillage. A noun meaning makeup. French etymology refers. Maquillage.
B? Is that B like real or not?
Maquillage. Maquillage.
I feel like the B is just a stupid ass fucking TTS problem.
Maquillage. Maquillage.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Eviction. A verb meaning to recover.
I knew it. GG. All right. Yeah, I never would have gotten this, man. What the fuck? All right. Next, we do the Genshin duel. EM Ascension. Oh boy. EM Ascension recent catalyst. That's gotta be wait, it can't be Seat Lolly. Hey, what? Oh, it's Yuma Glorp Glorp. Do not seek to emulate the past, for there is no law that can suffice for all time. This is a lesson I must always bear in mind. I don't know. Yanfei? Yeah, okay. Law. Hello. I don't know what this is. I think that might be Beto. Yup. Yup. I'm the fucking goat. Okay. 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 What the fuck is this? Like a choker? Or like what? Who the fuck is it? What? I don't know. Just fucking guess at random. I want one more. 2 people? Like Ayato, because he summons his thing? Nice. Shenhe. Right. The fuck is this? Prayer beads? Is it? I see. That makes sense. Bald. It's not bald. Wind before bald. Bronya. It's not Bronya. It's not Dorillo. That. Quote. That's my goat. Wait. That's Topaz. It's the wrong goat. Fuck. GG. I'm an idiot. Oh my god. No. I'm stupid. What the I have no clue what this is. I have never seen that before. Hey, that looks like a fountain pen like thing. Jade maybe? Dancing blades. Really? The fuck does this ability even do? That's Su Shang's ult, right? What does this ability do? What is this? What is this visually supposed to be? I'm confused. Hello. Emojis. What the fuck is this? What is this emoji? That's a nightmare emoji. What the fuck? Ha ha ha. Oh, we're at 100 on our ZZ streak. But it's... Oh, I was gonna say, our ZZ streak is gonna die soon, and then it did not. Let's do the any guesser. I don't know what this is. Let me check the next one. I cannot show this. That's a nipple. High School DxD. I see. Could this be the... No. I don't know what this is. Wolf Girl and Black Prince. Yeah, I don't know this. What the fuck am I looking at? What is going on here, man? I feel like I should know this. This is an Otome game cover for sure. Oh my fucking god, what is going on here? How many words is this? I don't know what this is. Oh. Okay, I know. I'm okay not knowing this one. That's a 0. Jesus Christ. Is that Is that Is that Hatsune Miku? What's his name? Is he Yuri or is he Victor? I forgot. I don't remember which one's which. I think he's Yuri. I'm gonna get what's his last name? If what's the last name of the Yuri from Yuri on Ice? Katsuki? No, it's not. Bro is lying. Gagarin? Isn't that an astronaut? Chat, what's his last name? Oh, it's Yuri with 2 U's? That's fucked up. Nah, bro. Nah, that's unacceptable. Nah. I probably could have guessed Claymore. It doesn't look Claymore-y. I don't think I would have remembered Lucy. What the fuck is that? Is that Demon Slayer? But the art doesn't look like Demon Slayer, but the character looks like a Demon Slayer character. I don't know the other ones. That's a product placement anime, but I don't know which one. Let's try Bakugan. It was Beyblade. Fuck. My bad, bro. I got the wrong product placement anime. GG. I don't know any of these. Wait, is this? Is this solo leveling? Why do they call it by the Japanese name? It's not even Japanese. Whatever. Maybe I could have gotten this one, but honestly, no, I don't think so. He's not recognizable enough. Like, I'm placing him now, but, yeah. This is an awful performance so far. We need to redeem ourselves on the Anidol recent manga adaptation. Action Supernatural. A bit older than Dandadan. Received worse. I feel Supernatural is a good clue. JJK? That's a good guess. Older than... So 2019. Chainsaw Man? Really? Demon Slayer? Maybe. I don't know if Demon Slayer would have Supernatural. It does. I feel fantasy fits this more than Supernatural does. But I guess. Bro, Demon Slayer has basically the same score as Dandadan. This is a tragedy, man. Holy fuck. I've heard this before, but I don't remember it. Where I heard it. Oh, that's Log Horizon. It is kind of a banger. Is that... That sounds like it would be from Naruto. But it's not like I recognize it. It just sounds very Naruto-y. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know this. What the fuck is this? Bro, what the fuck? What is this, bro? Maybe I can decipher what's written. Wait. Wasn't there a title screen on the last? What? I don't know. I don't know this. Oh. Bomberman Jetters. What the fuck is that, bro? Yeah, no, this was not. Huh. Well, this was not a good performance. That's okay. Not isekai equal don't know. Yeah, that's kind of how it works around here. Too young for Bomberman? Bro, I was 2 years old when that shit came out. I don't think I had acquired the concept of object permanence yet. Hmm. How about Archon Amalgam? What would be the best one? I wonder if Nahida would be broken if she was Hydro. Because EM scalars on reactions that can vape or melt are inherently so much better. But I don't know if it'll be enough. Plus the trigger condition would be hard. Man, I don't know. Probably wouldn't be that good. How would Malika's burst work on a character that doesn't have Malika's skill? I guess it just adds these on the, like, just attack numbers. I feel like we could cook up something cool. Like, jungly normal attacks with this. Alright, let's cook, chat. Let's cook. So, Archons. We have Venti, Zhongli, Raiden, Nahida, Farina, Malika. Right? Am I missing one? I don't think so, right? But since these aren't 4 stars or standard characters, we're not going to look at cons. Okay, so Venti, or okay, whatever. Let's start with Manga. It's already open. Bike and wow. I don't know what to call it. Let's just call it wow. Why not? Okay. A1, 30% attack. And A4, up to 40% damage. Alright. Next. Okay, let's do Venti. Venti. Skill is just the wind thing, I don't know. Q is the black hole. A1. That's actually kind of a funny one. Air current. A4. 15 energy. Alright, Zhongli. Wait, I just realized. I know what would be the best, by far. Venti burst with this passive. 33% of max HP on each individual hit of Venti burst. Holy fuck, man. That would be insane. Yeah, that's definitely the play. Yeah, for sure. So, Jolie, E, Pillar, Field. Jolie, Q, Meteor, A1, shit, A4, HP motion value. Raiden. So skill is the I. Burst is shit. We would never want to use this. A1 is shit, and A4 is ER into damage percent. And Nahida. Skill is Mark. Burst is completely worthless without the skill. A1 is 250 EM. And A4 is EM. Damage and crit. And then Farina. Skill is the fucking What should we call it? The Goons? What about the Menagerie? Since she's French. Thoughts? Thoughts? That's a good way to refer to them. Anyways, Burst is the fanfare stuff. A1, Overheal, and A4. HP, damage. Okay. So, first, like, obviously the strongest thing would be A4, HP, or Zhongli, A4, with Venti Q. Like, this one is, like, not even, it's not even a question. This would be broken. Like, completely broken. Alright, Venti has... 20 hits, and then 15 additional hits. So 35 hits. Alright, let's calc that. Alright, if you go base, HP, HP percent, flat HP, total HP, damage percent. If you go like Shilonen, Farina, Kazuha, and it's a Hydro character with Zhongli's base stats. $14,695. Actually, no. We'd rather have Farina's base stats. 15,307. Then, I mean, we might as well decide on the rest. The eye for 30 burst damage, bet. Or maybe the shield is better. Nah, it doesn't really matter. And then none of the A1s are good. Anyways, HP percent would be 46 times 2. Resonance, 20 from substats. What set would you go? Probably Emblem with like 150 ER. What weapon would we go? We said Farina's stats, so we can go for the new one. Oh, that's kind of insane. No, it's not. It's only 32 HP. In that case, Wolfang. Yeah, Wolfang. Damage percent would be... damage percent... I guess it would have to be... To stay Animo if we want to keep the infusion. Whatever, that's fine. Damage percent, Animo. Damage percent, Hydro. Right. And then the damage percent. For Animo, we'd have Emblem. We'd have Farina. We'd have Kazuha. We'd have Shilonen. And it's just the same thing for this. Crit value. Wait, we also have Wolfang. Wolfang is 16? I think? Or is it 8? I think it's 16. Animal would break Shilonen, that's true. Let's just say Hydro, but we still get Animo damage on an Absorption or some shit. Or they're both Hydro, or they're Hydro and something. It doesn't matter, as long as the hits are still there. Wolfang, where are you? There you are. Yeah, it's 16 and then 16 CD as well. So 98.4, 62.2, 20 times 6.6, 27.6 times 2, 8 times 2. Multiplier, square divided by 8 plus 1. Effective HP. One. Effective HP 2. Motion value 1. Motion value 2. Damage 1, damage 2, damage. DPS divided by 15. We have 76 shred, so 1.33. And motion value 1 on the HP, it's 33 per hit. We have 20 hit. And then we have 15 hits. So we would do 160k DPS from the burst alone. It's actually not from the burst, it's literally just from the Ascension passive alone. As it turns out, when you take a passive that's meant to add motion value to an ability you can use once every 12 seconds, and instead you have it activate 35 times every 15 seconds, it becomes slightly better. Ever so slightly better. Just a little bit. This is Columbina's kit. True. Alright, chat, I think that's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow we'll do some exploration. Build up our primos for Flynn's on the EU account. Did I have anything I can post? I don't think so. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I don't really want to raid someone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.